Haley, are you here?
Yeah, that's me.
Is anyone here?
Yes. I'll be right here.
My brain isn't working because I can't see.
Oh, yeah.
I flew to Austin, Texas and was able to meet 2 bookish besties, 1 Haley fam and 2 Destiny Sidwell. This was monumental for me, to say the least. I was very excited, but with that came a lot of nerves, especially to be filming in front of 2 of the greats. So I will save you guys from that pain and secondhand embarrassment. I went to Barnes & Noble blindfolded. And you might be asking, how can you do that? How can you possibly know what you're gonna buy and know that you're gonna enjoy? I didn't. And that's the fun of it all. I either bought a book or put it back based off of my bookish friends' reaction. Here's the fun part. They have the chance to sabotage me. If there is a book that they want me to read that they know I never would. Okay, back to you, blindfolded Ashlynn.
So this is, we're in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Okay, like where is the book? This is so scary. Oh my gosh. Wait. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. George was over there. So Z's here? Oh, I don't know any Z authors.
Okay. Hey, take your time.
So this should be A.
Wait, should I tell you what genre we're in right now?
Not in fantasy?
Suddenly we're in science fiction, but if you keep going too down, you'll be in fantasy.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
You just passed Joe Abercrombie.
Oh good. Okay. A, B, C, D. Okay. I feel like we should be good.
I would put that back.
Okay.
Just off the title.
I have no idea.
Just off the title? Ooh, okay.
Okay, let's read the back. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think
We should put that back.
Oh.
Okay, this is a series, but we could definitely get you the first book in this series.
Have you guys heard of it?
Yes.
Good
And I would not, yes. I think you should, not that I've read it, but I would be down to watch you read the first book in the
It
series.
says a stay up until 2 a.m. to finish type of book.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Just landed on something very good.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Fantasy as it ought to be written.
Oh, wow, that's bold. Okay, this is
Yeah.
better. This is better. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, Destiny has read this.
I have read this book.
Good things.
I think it was a 3. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it's not something I
Ooh.
would jump over the moon to recommend to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go no then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with your gut.
I
got today.
Oh.
Oh no.
This is like a prequel, kind of, to a famous TV show on Netflix.
Yes.
But I don't know.
Version.
Yes. I would say skip.
I think I just damaged that one.
Ooh, yeah. No.
No.
No. So, it's like,
I'm guessing you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
okay. Ooh, okay.
I've never read this one, but the cover is so cute.
Yeah, I've never read any of this author's stuff, but
Show them
it's
the
giving sports.
Really?
I have no idea if it's good though.
What do you think? It is.
Over here.
Where?
In front of you.
Right here? Oh. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay more than nay.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Back from Barnes & Noble, and I have no idea what books they picked. Wait.
What do you think?
This is so cute.
Okay, right?
I've never seen this. The Art of Catching Feeling. Okay, I never read sports romances, but I want to.
The cover is so cute.
Reminds me of Done and Dusted.
Yeah.
Kind
Like a
of.
comic book.
Yes. Stop. Wait, I've been meaning to read this.
Oh, good. That's the only one I commented on, and I have never even read it, but...
I literally was planning on reading this last month.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Assassin's Apprentice. This is such a wide variety.
I know.
They steered me in the right direction, so. I wish I was wearing a special fragrance then to like remember this whole experience by, especially since I was blindfolded. Like,
use my sense of smell. Kind of like when Ian and I got married, there's this perfume that I used, and I only use it during our anniversaries or any special occasion with Ian. But that's why I'm so glad that today's video is sponsored by Scentbird, and they've got me covered. I picked out 4 fragrances from Scentbird. As the seasons change, I love to change my perfumes up and just kind of match them with whatever season we're in. The first one I'm going to be using is Skylar in Sunkissed Dahlia. That smells so clean. It's very romantic and it has like fruity undertones as well. It has apple, amber, and dahlia as the notes. This is super comforting. This is very warm. I also got another one from Judith Ripka. This has like floral, amber, white tea. The next one is Michel Germain. I hope I said that right. And this is in de Fleur. This next one is from Goodhabit and it's in the scent Ritual. This is also another warm fragrance. It has notes of praline, coffee accord, whipped vanilla, sensual musk, and sandalwood. I feel like this one's perfect for your everyday ritual. I love that Scentbird is affordable and you don't have to commit to a full-size bottle. Your first month is only $8. After that, it's less than $17 a month. And they have popular brands like Prada, Versace, and you also get a 30-day supply of each fragrance, giving you enough time to fully experience the scent, maybe even find your signature fragrance. They also have a quiz on their website that encourages you to experiment with fragrances and offers personalized suggestions based on your preferences if you're unsure which one to go with, and their packaging is easy to carry. If you're interested in trying out Scentbird, you can scan the QR code right here, or you can click the link down in the description box below. With my code, you'll get 55% off at Scentbird. Plus, you'll get free delivery at your door and a free case. In other words, you're getting the product for half priced. $8. That's such a steal. Thank you so much, Scentbird, for sponsoring today's video. Hi everyone, good morning. I am back in Utah. The first book that I want to read is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This one I'm very excited about, but I'm also kind of nervous. This series is well loved in the fantasy community. This is book 1 of the Farseer trilogy. This is high fantasy. I'm excited to read it personally because I loved A Game of Thrones, the first book. Well, I've only read the first book. I feel like I'm gonna love the whole series, and I love George R.R. Martin's prose. Oh my gosh, that could be a separate video. I think in fantasy, she's been considered like the first lady of fantasy. I love that title. I think it's so cool that she's been given that. I know that she's friends with George. They might even be BFFs. Already started it. I'm on page 122. Her writing is definitely more classical. I really do think you kind of have to be in the right like frame of mind to pick up a book like this. Very lyrical. She uses a lot of imagery. I couldn't just leisurely read this. I wouldn't say I'm having a bad time reading this, but I'm not having the most enjoyable time reading it. It does feel a little bit like a task at this point, but the main character, his name is Fitz. He's actually a royal bastard, so he's kind of been cast out by just his family, and it's really sad. He feels lonely, but then he's been given this opportunity by the king himself to become the king's assassin. So he's kind of like stepping up. He's training to become this assassin, and he starts when he's really, really young. So by the time he's able to actually take on this whole position, he'll know for sure if he wants to or not. I have heard that the first book is very slow, and I've heard the rest of the series is amazing, but I've heard the first one is kind of difficult to get through. As of right now, I am not obsessed with it. I would probably put it down if it wasn't for a challenge, if I'm gonna be honest. Let's begin reading the first book that Destiny, Haley, and Ian picked for me, although Ian was behind the camera, and that's Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Enjoying the writing now. Dude. When you spring to an idea and decide it is truth without evidence, you blind yourself to other possibilities. Dang. Really starting to love her writing. Assassin's Apprentice. Finally, oh my gosh, this book took me way too long to read. I am going to keep my review quite brief on this. I just want to say, disclaimer, I know a lot of people love Robin Hobb. I know a lot of people love the Farseer trilogy. Not even that, but like her huge series. I also know that most of the reviews on this book, or people that recommend the Farseer trilogy, I know a lot of people say that with Robin Hobb, she has a slower build-up. The first book specifically, I have heard so many people say that it is very, very slow. I will say it is very, 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 very slow. That's how I felt anyway, personally. For me personally, I was just not invested in the story, and if I'm not invested pretty soon into the book or even into the plot, then I'm probably not going to be invested for the rest of the way, because in my mind I'm like already kind of annoyed. I'm like, I'm not even super into this and we've got 40% of the book left. So I kind of have a point where I'm like, I'm just ready to get it over with and get it done with. Her pacing is for sure not my cup of tea. This book is totally laying the foundation for the rest of the series. I see that for sure. The ending was interesting. I did enjoy it. The big reveal I did think was predictable. I did see it coming. I feel so terrible giving it this rating, but I'd probably give it like a 2.75. I honestly couldn't really tell you that much that happened in here. I didn't hate it by any means at all. I know Ian has read this and he loves the trilogy, so I definitely need to read the other two, but he warned me that this one is very slow and he was not kidding. Okay, the next one that I have to read for this challenge is The Art of Catching Feelings. This is a romance. So we are taking a huge leap from fantasy to romance. I'm really excited for this one. I actually started it last night and oh my gosh, I am loving this so far. It's so cute. I'm loving the story. It's so freaking funny because the main character's name is Daphne and she goes to this baseball game, and it's so funny how she got the tickets. She literally had written down in the divorce papers like, I want the baseball tickets, and she's not even a baseball fan. So everyone in the crowd is heckling the players and they're trying to make puns from the players' names. So they're like, hey, so-and-so, you... Hey, Tom. Anyway, I can't think of one, but all of these people are like harassing these poor players. So she is reacting based off of what the people around her are doing. So like if they're screaming and shouting, then she gets up and she's screaming and shouting, and she is having the time of her life. She's getting so into this game. There's this one player that goes up to bat and she's trying to make a pun off of his name, but she can't because she's like, what rhymes with his last name? Nothing comes to mind. So his name is Christopher, and she says something like, hey, are you Christopher Robin? Because you play like poo. This player turns around, looks her dead in the eyes. He's not even angry. He looks defeated. So she realized in that moment that the players could hear all the things that they were screaming. And then this poor baseball player has an MBD. He has a mental breakdown. He starts crying and it is so funny. I'm really enjoying it so far. So let's continue reading The Art of Catching Feelings. I need to finish this one today. That's my goal. That first pitch was an absolute beauty, a sinker that dropped right in over the middle of the plate. The umpire called strike. Chris was so rattled that he took an aggressive swing on the second pitch, one that ended up almost in the dirt, with Chris pivoting down to one knee from the force of his swing. He could practically hear the collective disappointment from the crowd. That is sad. surprised when he felt the bat. He was almost surprised when he felt the bat vibrate from the contact beneath his fingertips when the ball went flying toward the back corner of the right field.
Oh, he's still. Oh,
it wasn't enough to be a home run. He could tell that. But he could also tell that the right fielder wasn't going to get it in time to be an automatic out.
Having an MBD in the MLB. Poor girl. You're like, I don't have enough diaphragm.
I finished The Art of Catching Feelings this morning on a 4.25 mile walk. Yeah, if you want to go see that whole journey, you can go over to my Instagram. I posted about it. I actually really enjoyed this book. I loved the start of it. I loved getting Daphne's, like how she literally gets into this horrible situation, but there's also a lot of emotional elements that are in this book too. Also, look how cute the inside of this one is. You see these characters who are dealing with two separate issues, but they're like both broken. Like they help each other through healing. Like with the love interest, one thing that I love is he's this baseball player and he has not been doing good during this season of baseball. I don't know anything about baseball. He has been dealing with some really difficult things within the past few months, and he hasn't shared that with anyone, so he's just bottled it up. And they're talking during this, he's like actually opening up to her. The only thing is the spice. There's actually like quite a bit of spice in here. 3+ chapters I think that I had to skip, maybe like 5. It was actually quite a bit. I would definitely keep that in mind for the people that are also like me and don't like to read spice. Other than that, like it didn't really come out of nowhere. I felt like you could see it coming for the most part. There were a few times, but you can just skip that if you don't want to read it. I think I would give this one like 3 stars. It didn't really stand out to me, but I think it's my first sports romance. So I really enjoyed that, and I would definitely, if you like romance, I would recommend picking it up for sure. It was super cute. Well, these are the 2 books that my bookish besties picked out for me. Once again, thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. And if you want to take advantage of the amazing offer, you can check that out in the description down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!